So we'll call this meeting to order. We are currently recording this. If anyone else is recording it, let us know. Can you put the camera down a little bit? Yeah. So if we're recording it, if anyone else is recording it, please let us know at this time. So I'd like to say that I'm Sebastian Guwine, I'm here.
Jean Wall here.
Michael Mullen, present.
John, do you want to, or Jim, you have to say your name just so we have.
Oh, Jim Geisman is here.
Great. And John, you too?
John and
Great, thank you. So that we have quorum. So I think we're just going to start by asking who's here and what they'd like to comment on.
Yes.
Yeah, you want, yeah. Go ahead.
Can I just ask for people that just joined, could you state again what you just said, Amy, about you're gonna reschedule at some point, this a listening
Sure.
session, something?
Do you want to as chair?
Yeah, would you?
Yeah,
explain that to people?
we're gonna hear, there's people here in the room and perhaps a couple people online up there. And because you came all the way down here, we're having technical difficulties, we'll just hear what you have to say. We won't have any discussion about it. And then in maybe next time we schedule a meeting, it'll be next week if we can arrange that, or the next time we can do this, then we will have a discussion about what you have to say. Make sense?
So, Patty Williams, 147 Dane Street, Van, I'm also the precinct 6 city councilor. And I'm here because I had a number of discussions with my folks on Anderson Street. There's been several accidents in the last couple of years, quite a fatality. And they're looking for a solution to slow down traffic on Sanderson Street and perhaps to have some kind of a digital slowdown sign on High Street as well. I noticed today there is one that exists on Madison, on the corner of Madison Circle and High Street. And hopefully that's helping the folks there. So that's why I'm here. Also, in terms of the discussion that we hope to have in the future regarding some kind of streamlining of resolution of these issues. When I've gone door to door in my precinct, there's a lot of folks that have a lot to say about traffic and crosswalks and speeding, etc. It's a very big issue for a number of people, and so there's been, it hasn't been clear to folks how to get that resolved. So I think it would be very nice if there was some kind of those guidelines of, if you have a problem, this is what you do. Because, it's serious. People are afraid their kids are gonna get hit. They wanna see crosswalks when they're crossing over to Beacon Field. There's a number of different issues. So that's why I'm here. Thank you for your time.
Thank you. No,
Sure, do I have to sit there?
you don't have to sit there, but it's easier for me.
Okay, yeah, right. So I'm Barbara Carson, I live on the corner of Orwood, 94 Wood, Birch Street. And over a short period of time, there have been new families that have moved in, young families with young children. On Norwood Street, from Chapman all the way down to Federal. And there is one stop sign at Davis. Cars just like race through there. There's no stop, there's no speed limit signs. So I've been out there with one family, he was with his 2 kids in the stroller and zoomed right down. I mean, I go 25 or 30 on these side streets.
That's the speed limit.
That guy had to have been going 40 or more.
Yep.
And I mean, it's just like an accident waiting to happen. So I would like something done before something really awful happens. Because once somebody's going so fast, do they jam on the brakes and then what happens? I'd like to see like some signage saying
slow down children or the speed limit sign or one of those signs that blinks, you know, just something to like. Alert people. So that's my. Another little.
Yeah. I think traffic calming is very important, and I think we hear it from all different people everywhere
Yeah.
about this.
Yeah, well, people just drive too fast anyway, period. You know, I know that. So, but we don't necessarily have to stay here. You're not going any further, we're just presenting our
Right.
issues and.
I can let you know when the meeting
Yeah.
is rescheduled too, and you're welcome to come back to listen to the
Great,
conversation, for
yeah,
sure.
I'll do that. Thanks
Okay.
very much.
Yeah, of course.
Recorded.
Judy,
Yeah.
Judy, I see you have your hand up there. Is that true?
No, it's me.
Nobody raised their hand? John, did you raise your hand?
No, I did.
Okay,
I did as well. You go
Okay.
ahead, Jim.
Well, on Wildwood, there is a sign that tells you your speed limit. How much do those signs cost?
Jim,
So Jim, we're gonna withhold discussion until the next meeting because we don't really have a valid,
Okay.
necessarily
That's fine.
a fully valid meeting right now, so.
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah, can we'll just put that down on the agenda, the new
You find
agenda?
that the people like the fastest on Norwood, it's not Norwood that they're speeding more than.
Norwood, yeah,
Okay,
I mean,
okay,
just, you know,
write it down.
you know, I've had them zoom down Birch Street, but
it's pretty amazing because there's a stop sign, it's like, there's only 2 blocks, you can gain speed. And they do that.
yeah, but literally from Chapman to Davis Street,
Yeah,
they go boom.
yeah, I agree.
Right, it's wide enough to drive a couple.
It's wide enough
vehicles down it.
and nobody parks on that street either, which is too bad.
You mean on Norwood Street?
Not really.
Right on the street, which would make it feel narrow.
Park, like
Yeah.
evening parking.
Yeah, so is there any other
someone
questions?
with,
Yes.
Oh.
Laura, did you want to say something?
Hi, how are you?
Hi, good.
I live in the neighborhood of Thayer Road and Homestead Avenue, and recently it's been brought to my attention that the emergency exit at GCC has been open to traffic. So that's just something I know we're not discussing it today, but I'm hoping when this is rescheduled, that can be discussed, and we're hoping that's not a permanent opening and potentially just open right now because the Coleraine Bridge is closed, so maybe trying to negate traffic a bit. So that was just something I wanted to mention.
Has it been there since the, but there was something there recently that was like was there like a road race there, or running race?
There was, but it
GCC?
appears it is just open now all the time. At least that's what the neighbors on Homestead have said, and they just wanted to see if that was closing because it's been closed my whole life in Greenfield, at least 35 years.
Laura, I can let you know that we did hear from the neighbors, just not in time to get it onto this meeting's agenda. So it'll be on the agenda, I anticipate, at the next meeting.
Oh, okay. Because I looked and I was like, oh, I don't see any of my neighbors, so I just wanted to make sure it was brought up. Thank you so
and I
much.
appreciate that. It just wasn't brought up in time for this particular meeting.
Gotcha. Thank you so much.
there's that opening, so I know, where's the opening? Did she say?
Can I look at the email after we finish this?
Yeah,
Uh,
and there's.
I think he didn't mean to have his hand up, is what he said.
Are you talking about me? John?
Yeah,
No,
Yeah.
I know we're not discussing. Can I give public comment as a citizen?
Sure, if I can ask you to use your outdoor voice, because it's almost impossible to hear.
Sure. For a long time. Is this loud enough?
We'll make it work.
no, no.
Okay. Well, I'm not gonna strain. So Patty mentioned Sanderson, and I just wanted to comment since I live right there too, about 2 blocks away. I think the larger problem, or at least what I have noticed as a citizen living there, is that it has to do with traffic funneling in and out of Mountain Road. And then on the High Street side of it, there's a long stretch from Court Square to High Street without a stop. So I think they're tied together, and we can discuss that at a later meeting. But I have also seen issues with that. Maps will funnel you through there to get out to Montague. That's it. Over.
Thank you.
My name is Pamela Goodwin. I live at 54 High Street here in the city, apartment 307. I have a couple of different concerns. I'm thrilled to have this open in front of City Hall, but one of the painted parking areas puts me right on top of the fire hydrant, and I was.
Pamela, can you
16, I
speak
was-
louder? Can
Sure.
you speak louder, please?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay.
These aren't working either.
No.
Okay, so there's a parking place right in front of City Hall that's directly in front of a fire hydrant, but I was trained to never do that. But it's painted in there. I try to avoid that because if there's ever a fire and that's an active hydrant, you're not supposed to actually park right in front of them. I guess I'm wondering about, I can't wait. I went to all of the hearings for the parking study in this town every time. And I thought we spent a lot of money on that. I'm one of the few maybe that's excited about parallel parking on Main Street. And anytime we start talking about something similar to that at City Council, I've heard people kind of freaking out about it. So I would think that this particular group would eventually start talking about that. Is it gonna happen? That light down there, we've already talked about a lot about the light at the major intersection. I cannot stand being on Main Street, backing up, hoping nobody hits me, whether I'm parking. I can't see past these great big trucks. There's too much commotion. And so personally, I do want parallel parking. And not this hope for the best and back out, because yes, when you back out, you're at fault. But then I have had people coming around the corner, so it looks clear to me, and then they're rushing around the corner and they're gonna smack me. And yet I'm the one backing, so I'm gonna get it on my insurance. So I'm very concerned about that, as well as being almost hit in crosswalks on Main Street, broad daylight. They are speeding. And so I'm gonna stand up for what Ms. Williams said. I think I heard a while ago that the police department is reticent to give speeding tickets, that they might be warning people. But with the way people have driven since they got back in their cars after COVID, there is massive speeding everywhere. So if it means that you get it in your pocketbook and you get not a warning, but you get told you were going, 50 in a 20-mile zone, I think that's what's gonna calm people down and have them pay attention, to be honest. I know that we're going to have a huge referendum coming up in November, which is why I thought it was really important to come to this group of people and start thinking about where can we park and are the meters doing okay? I love the parking garage. I am there a lot, but I park on the 4th floor where it's free. In the past, I have used the app and it has not liked me. I've installed it. And it has said, it will save my it'll save my license plate. And then it says, but you're wrong and you can't pay. So I did it recently as an experiment. It had said failed to me. So this time it's got my plate number. It says, yeah, you're good. You're in the right zone. It also said it failed. But when I was at a meeting for more than 2-3 hours, it hadn't failed. It just telling me that it's invalid. And by then I needed to be somewhere. So I'm hearing possibly we're going to end up using the credit card. The gate goes up, the gate goes down. You don't have to deal with that app. And that might be down the road. But that app I've seen people standing there puzzling, not knowing. And what I found out was if you ignore the failure notice, you hit next, and then you're good to go. And so I don't know. And every time I've talked.
If you can do a screenshot
Will next time. I have talked to them in parking. I have talked to the parking people when you pay your ticket. I have written stuff saying, you know, what's up with this? I guess my last comment too is like some meters are 15-minute only. Some meters are 2 hours only. A friend came up from Amherst. He and I sat for hours at Bonnie B's for breakfast. We both had parking tickets because it's a 2-hour meeting. So now I think he did get a parking ticket this last time. I don't even park down there because I can park somewhere else and not try to meet a friend coming in from out of town. One of the things they said at the parking study was if you stop ticketing people, that'll make them happy. So every time you get a parking ticket, you're thinking like, what am I getting? Now I gotta go pay for a parking ticket. So the plan was, we don't need parking because we have a parking garage, we have this, we have a kiosk here and a kiosk here. And so I don't know what the answer is. I just think this group's got a lot of work to do to try to help solve the problem, because nothing upsets people more than having parking tickets. And I watched some guy rip it off his car and go, oh my God, and he approaches a police person downtown, what do I do now? You know, and you don't come in here thinking you're gonna end up with a fee, you know, and have a meter maid or a meter person, you know, slap you with that.
Yeah.
So, thank you for listening to my comment. I think there's a lot to fix. I could have said, why can't we park next door to Salvation Army? I have no idea why that says they'll tow you. The last comment I'll make, because this is Prospect Avenue and Prospect Street and Hope, is I don't know who's paying for all the tenant parking, because you cannot park on Congress. It says tenants only. You cannot park on Prospect. It says tenants only. You cannot park. So I'm thinking, if you're the landlord, are you paying the city for your tenants to park on these streets? Like you could park up on Highland Avenue and walk and hoof it down to the courthouse, for example, because there's so much tenant only parking. And I don't know whether somebody's paying the city. I think they should pay the city for having it be tenant only. And I don't know, it takes, I mean,
Okay.
I drive around, I'm looking, not there, nope, can't park there, can't park here. So I'd much prefer the parking garage because I love that place. But as far as all of these other places where it's parking, tenant only, I'm hoping the city is making money off of those. Because otherwise, you can't park anywhere in a lot of places. And I'm the kind of person that during a snowstorm, I move my car because I can park in for free. You can't do, you know, online parking when they're plowing. And then I walk back up where I live. And then I come back and get my car because we also get towed in my parking lot if you're there when they're trying to plow. So, but I'm ambulatory, so I don't know what people do when they don't have 2 feet that they can walk on. And if they don't mind trudging through snow. So thank you. I'll write my address here.
Is there anyone else on, is there anyone on Zoom that would like to make a comment today?
I'll be making one at the next meeting. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, I think with that, I would think we're gonna close this meeting and schedule another one. I guess we should do this all in favor.
When
Need a
are
second,
you
right?
gonna
We roll call,
reschedule?
right? Need a second.
When are you going to reschedule?
Sorry, say that again, Jim?
When are you going to reschedule? 1 week out or?
I'm gonna try to do it as soon as possible without violating open meeting law.
Okay.
So I'll email you after I hang you up from this meeting. I'll
You
email all
hang
of
me
you
up?
some time.
I'm not sure I like the sounds of that.
Okay, so I need a second.
Second.
All right, all in favor? Your
Aye.
name.
Yes.
Aye.
Mike Mullen, yes.
Jim Geisman, yes.
John Annal, yes.
All right, Sebastian Goodwin, yes. Meeting is adjourned.